What is up, y'all? It's your girl, Brand New, and honey, I am back in the building. Listen, this time, honey, I am back with a Love and Marriage Huntsville extra, honey. Say it ain't so, say it ain't so. It looks like Martell, Hook-Headed Holt, honey, has been invited to speak at an event. It's the epitome of a woman showcase at the Renaissance Convention Center. This is going to be in Memphis, Tennessee on February 24th and the 25th. Now, why y'all inviting this man to speak on y'all panel? This is a woman's event. This man has cheated on his ex-wife, lied to her for several years, had a baby with his side chick. Like, as women, don't y'all think we should stick together against men like Martell, Hook-Headed Holt, honey? Okay? So, honey, the people had a lot to say about this. One person says this lady that invited him to the event better hope that there is no one in the audience who happens to know his history and openly questions his presence at the event. Actually, she will never know how many tickets she didn't sell because she is showcasing a male that was arrested for DV. Ooh, child. And don't forget about the alleged revenge P too. So there are some people that feel like Carlos had a lot to do with this event. He's the one that got this event for Martell Hook-Headed Holtz. And I told y'all I feel like that's a mistake. Carlos should be firing Martell Hook-Headed Holt. One person says Carlos paid the lady and gave away the tickets so it could look like people are really there. Child, I can't read the rest of that gibberish. I cannot stand when people don't have their damn sentences together. Okay, I got 2 letters for you. SS, summer school. Okay, damn. So another person says he's out on bail for domestic violence and he's supposed to uplift women. Yeah, and women keep inviting him out. For what? Okay, he should be an example, ladies, of what you don't want in a man. Do you want to be lied to? Do you want to be cheated on? Do you want to experience emotional abuse? Do you want to experience narcissism and triangulation? Okay, with an ugly broad at that. Like, make that make sense. Listen. Okay, another person says the lady that's hosting the event should be ashamed of herself. All money ain't good money. I know that's right. Another person says any people in Tennessee that don't agree with him being on the platform should boycott it. Yes, they should, honey. Okay, man, get your ass up. Okay? Like, he should not be speaking at a women's event. He does not care about women. He didn't even care about his ex-wife. He done had his hood booger on the bench for 10 whole years, okay? And not a title for you, okay? Another person says, in my opinion, all he is going to do on the stage is sit up and dog out Melody again with his lies while trying to convince everyone that he is a great dad and was a wonderful husband. He is trying to clean up his disgusting image before going to trial with Melody. I wish this loser would just go away and stop talking. I wish he would too, honey. Another person says, if people are really paying attention, I think that this is the same weekend that Melody's event is going to take place. Martell is trying to have something going on when Melody has something going on. Exactly. That's the same thing with the Carlos podcast. Him and Melody doing that podcast, and that's what led to Hook-Headed going down to the Tasha K. Okay, like he is in like so much competition with Melody. It's like, nigga, first you need to to pass the builder's license test. We heard it's open book, nigga. Okay? Damn. Another person says, why is he always at women's events? Why has he not been at any men's events? If you Google his name, anyone can see that he's not a good person. He is a whole joke. Yes, he is. He is a joke, honey, that is not funny anymore. Oh, another person drags him for allegedly tricking Belinda into helping him buy land, only to have someone else own that property. Child. Another person says women who support him are just like the women who followed and supported Charles Manson. Yes, that is an extreme comparison. However, we are gonna point out the obvious. Even Destiny, Marceau, and Maurice said they realized Mel was the brains behind the business and things of that nature. Another person says this is the reason why Martell never takes responsibility for his wrongdoing, because fools like her keep co-signing his lies. She should be ashamed of herself. They talking about the host, honey. Another person says this host apparently doesn't follow Love and Marriage Huntsville. Remember, isn't Anthony Lofty's from Memphis? He may have set this up because of his hate for Mel. This may be a person that AL knows. Now you're talking, honey. Ooh, child. Do y'all think that AL had anything to do with this? And I do see AL and Martell linking up very soon, to go against Mel. I see it. I see it happening. Child, another person mentions his psychiatric evaluation. Yeah, what's going on with that? Have y'all heard anything about that? The person says, who else feels bad for the psychiatrist that has to sit through dealing with Martell? That poor individual is gonna get a whole male cheated first argument before he can sit in his chair. Sir, please calm down. Let the person be a fan of the show. Yeah, y'all know what he gonna do. He gonna be throwing Melody under the damn bus. Okay, he gonna be on his little smear campaign that he's always on, trying to make her look bad. I think he feel if he can make her look bad, then that'll make him look good. Okay? And narcissistic people, they do that crap to get out of taking responsibility and accountability for their bad behavior. So another person drags the lady, honey, the host that invited Martell Hook-Headed Holt to the event. This person says she's just another one who is caught up with his body and looks, and that's all that matters, because anyone who is using their intelligence that has morals and self-respect would not have involved themselves with the likes of Martell. Exactly. Another person says Melody is the one that started all of the businesses that woman named. Oh, yeah, because, honey, she did a whole speech talking about how Martell is, just such a successful entrepreneur, honey. I'm like, what? Not the man that still didn't pass the builder's license test. Okay? And it's open book. Don't talk about my boy. Y'all know Miss Marlene having a fit, honey. Don't talk about that man. He'll pass that damn test when he feel like it. Absolutely. His raggedy ass ain't gonna pass no test. He dumb as a box of rocks. That's why I left his ignorant ass. Another person says any woman who supports a person who admitted to threaten revenge pee on their ex-wife isn't worth ish. He's on tour to save his image. It's not going to work because he's not very bright. he'll say or do something else to hinder his success. So let's see what some more people are saying about the show. So one person says, folks are mad that the expo has finally came together. So now they want to give all the credit to Carlos. Another person says that's because they would rather give anyone except the Scotts the credit, but he did give them the platform and they have used it for nothing but growth. I was on their IG page and look at what someone said. LOL, just can't make this ish up, but I love Marcel's response. So the person says you guys are using sponsors now. That's Mel's idea. She's such an excellent businesswoman. And Marceau says that's why we asked for advice and used it, because we won't allow our pride to get in the way of our purpose. Shit, that ain't what Latifah was thinking. Latifah was highly offended that anybody had any criticisms for her. Okay, she didn't want to hear any advice. She was running up off the scenes like Forrest Gump. Okay. That because Mel got a black ass soul, like Mel was trying to be funny with me. So another person tags Marceau and says, at Marceau, just please remember to give Melody credit and thank her for the advice publicly, because you guys both seem to have a problem doing it. I know that's right. You better get them together, sis. Okay, get them together. Because y'all know these crooks, they always stealing folks' ideas and copying. You know, ain't no shame in their game. They should be ashamed, but they not. Okay? So Marceau comments back at the person and says, right, because the idea of using sponsors is so innovative. Who would have thought? Oh, I know he didn't. You need to shut up, Marceau. Shut your ass up. So another person makes a post and says, well, I think Martell wants Mel. Child, this person ain't even spelled they shiggity the right way. The person says, y'all think. I had to make out what the hell they was talking about. Y'all think Martell want Mel after he done went to jail. Nope, looks like he's moving on. Co-parenting is all he wants from her. Good shit, because being married to him, what is that? Y'all act like these niggas be a prize. Okay, he ain't gonna do nothing but lie, cheat, and steal. Okay, like, damn, that's all that nigga can do. One person says he can't have Mel, so he has no choice but to keep what's available to him. But as soon as he finds another one, he's on to the next. Another person says it's sad that many people thinks he wants to be with Ariane. Ariane is the soft landing he needs. Additionally, it is doubtful that she too would place him on child support if they're together. Trust and believe he will continue to do what's best for him under any circumstances. So another person questions what that person says. They said, I'm curious, how is Ariane a soft landing? He takes care of her financially. She is not the one with any connections, positive fame, or resources. If anything, being with her makes life harder for him than simply choosing someone new in the entertainment realm. Had Sheree been real, she would have been a soft landing and a smooth transition, but I don't see how Ariane is. Everything about being with her makes his life harder. The bad blood between her and his ex, the public scrutiny, and etc. I know that's right, honey. Somebody's speaking with some sense. So the person comments back and says, I'm looking at this from a financial perspective in the midst of all of his money woes. Ariane is one less person he has to deal with in the courtroom and around child support. Sheree and women of her caliber, I'm going to add that word because that ain't what this person got. God damn, I got to be adding shit, removing it. Damn, shit. Two letters. SS, summer school. Shit. Okay, so they are not checking for Martell to begin with. So she talking about women like Sheree. His issues are considered baggage to women of a certain caliber. I'm willing to bet he landed on Ariane out of necessity. Yeah, they're always going to go for the woman with low self-esteem that makes things easy for them, depending on the type of man that they are. So if he's a good man, he's gonna want challenge. He's going to want partnership, you know. And with Ariane, every day is Groundhog Day. Okay, like all he got to do is let her out her cage a few times out the week, and bam, you know. It's like he could get anything that he wants. So the lady goes on to say, Ariane is easy and accommodating considering his baggage. He already has a child with her. She's cool with his situation and circumstances. There's no additional work required. Y'all hear that? Listen to what people are saying. There's no additional work required on his part to woo or impress or work to build a relationship. Plus, he can keep her happy and out of the courthouse. Regarding his fifth child, if he is with her, this is, in my opinion, a soft landing for him. Another person argues and says it's very obvious he doesn't want Mel anymore. He doesn't want her, and he didn't care about losing her. He's still with Ariane, so that's who he wants to be with. Another person says, yeah, he's settling. Another person says she's a placeholder until he finds the one he really wants to be with. I agree with that. He said he wants to be married. It's been almost 4 years, and he hasn't married Ariane yet, and I highly doubt he will. No, why buy the cow when when you can get the milk for free? Like, why? Okay, so another person commented on Carlos striking channels. So they said Carlos has finally addressed the striking of channels. Of course, the content creators only told you what they think makes him look bad. Dr. Heavenly also says she has been getting emails and text messages after becoming a part of the expo. Can we admit some of these stands are crazy already? Carlos said the raindrops would never. So they are talking about the mellometers. So one person says, I don't understand why Melody isn't telling her fans to stop. Another person says it's them expressing their love for her. Another person says you would think she would. She simply don't care. It's so sad. Another person says she is scared of the mellometers. Another person says she said it during her line when she told them that man she met overseas during a vacation told her to tell her fans to leave him alone and stop blowing up his email and phone. He wanted to enjoy his vacation and they're not serious about business. They blew that man email up. I didn't know about that. Another person says, I believe she's scared of them and that's why she didn't go back to Martell, but she can put them on a leash for a New York minute though. Another person says Melody is encouraging her followers with the nonsense, throwing rocks and hiding their hands. I like the success that Mel has become, but enough is enough. Not sure why she doesn't want the Scots to succeed. Who says she didn't want the Scots to succeed? Another person says her fans are the reason that people dislike her. Another person says she's weak and that's all. Another person says she really gets excited when her fans act out for her. Melody didn't tell these people to do nothing. Another person says, I feel that Carlos is partially to blame because he never holds Mel accountable for the stuff she does. Child, I see a woman actually supporting Martell speaking at a women's empowerment event, the event that I was telling y'all about. So the lady says, Martell speaking at a women's empowerment event may be good for someone. He's been through a lot. He and his ex-wife, don't you mean he took her through a lot? He may be able to help someone that's going through a similar situation as he and his ex-wife. You mean the one he put her through? What is wrong with some of these damn women? God, they bringing God into this foolishness. God takes us through the storms to clean us. P.S. Don't come for me. Lady, they about to drag your ass. God ain't got nothing to do with that. God is not the author of chaos and confusion. God also didn't tell that joker to have an affair on his wife. Okay? God did not tell that fool to commit adultery. And so a person comments to the lady and says, Martell can't tell me nothing, and many others as well. So the lady just says, well, these are all my opinions. That's all I have to say. Another lady says, the only man that needs to be in attendance at a woman's empowerment event is Dr. Francis. Yeah, Dr. Francis can be there. He's a good man, Savannah. He ain't a Chucky doll. Another person says Martell needs someone not affiliated with the show, someone who wants to help him get better, not drag him for Mel or her fan base. You ain't even got to be a fan of Mel's to disagree with the bullshiggity that he put her through. You should be disgusted by his deplorable behavior. The fact that he would do that to any woman, you know? What is up with some of these women, you guys? These the type of women that I'm telling y'all, they are the reason why we got so many ain't shit niggas out here that just think it's cute to be disrespectful. Like, make it make sense. So another woman says Martell is not the first man to cheat or to have a kid outside of his marriage. It's not like he physically hurt somebody. We all have made mistakes. That wasn't no goddamn mistake. Shit. And has mentally hurt someone. Dang, give this man a break. Hell no, we ain't giving him no breaks. We're going to keep our foot on his neck. Okay? So a person comments to this woman and says, that's the problem. Men feel like it's natural to cheat on your wife and think that that's the way marriage is, and it's not. Yes, we all have made mistakes, but that's not the mistake that we want happening. He is getting the break that he wanted, and it's to live his life without his ex-wife. You better say it, sis. Okay, sorry that we are not happy with his choices. Exactly. He made certain choices. That wasn't no damn mistake. Another person says, now I know healing is a process, but just for some of the most recent things that has occurred, he ain't even started his healing journey. In my opinion, he's not even in the position to even be talking to anyone, let alone broken women. Lots of his opinions may stem from a hurt place. Yeah, a sunken place. Shit. I don't know, just not something I listen to. However, I wish Martell nothing but the best. And on that note, honey, Miss Robinson is up out of here with this foolishness. Don't forget, guys, to like, comment, and subscribe. I am your girl, brand new, and I will check you guys out in the next video.